There is no question that Eric Shields tried to kill two Cincinnati police officers on a June day back in 1993. He shot both of them, and he remains in prison for the attempted murders.
But once again, he is up for parole, so the officers are talking about their near-death experience. To Local 12's Deborah Dixon.
Dispatch for a gun run at 1188 Homeside, which is right over my shoulder here.
Eric Shields was sitting in a car in front of the home when Lieutenant Emmett Gladden got there to back up Specialist Joyce Neville.
A few minutes later, I said, okay, now step out of the car. He comes out of the car. We did not see the newspaper on the passenger seat.
I could see his hand across the passenger seat with a newspaper draped over, and that's when I knew he had the gun. So as the door opened, I grabbed him, and when he came out, first shot went off, and Joyce was towards the rear of the vehicle, and that's the shot that struck her.
Though it went into my finger, I dove down the hill.
Now Gladden puts Shields in a bear hug, and Shields keeps firing.
He reaches up over his shoulder, and I remember staring right down the barrel of the gun, and I tilted my head to the side, and I guess he pulled the trigger, and that must be the shot that hit me because it hit me below my shoulder blade.
The two men fell. Shields got up and ran and kept shooting at Neville, who couldn't fire back because of the bullet in her finger.
I remember thinking to myself, someone's going to have to go tell my mom that I was killed, you know. But thankfully, you know, God didn't, that wasn't in his plan that day.
A canine tracked Shields to the basement of a home he broke into. Bullets from the scene matched bullets fired at a police cruiser on the west side days earlier. Both Neville and Gladden testified before the full parole board 7 years ago after it paroled Shields. Then the board changed its mind.
Whenever our protectors are assaulted or somebody tries to kill one of them, we should stand united and say that you're trying to hurt all of us.
Every time there's an officer shot, killed, officer, wounded, I think that could have been me.
Both officers know they are lucky because they know that day Eric Shields wanted them dead. Deborah Dixon, Local 12 News.
And you can send a message to the parole board through Parole Watch on the prosecutor's website. Go to local12.com, click the Get It tab at the top of the page, and it will take you to Parole Watch. Look for Eric Shields' name and then send the message. And your Parole Watch messages helped to keep Michael Parrish in prison for the attempted murder of Montgomery police officer Don Jasper in 1995. Jasper was following a car described in a bank robbery when Parrish got out of the car, waited for Jasper to come around the corner. Parrish then fired 16 bullets, hitting Jasper 6 times. Jasper shot out Parrish's car window, which is how police found the car and arrested Parrish. The board denied parole last week.